Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Adriana and I'm thrilled to be here today with my good friend and colleague TJ Woodward. He's the author of the book Conscious Being, and today we wanted to read a little bit from the book and talk about some of the concepts. I was fortunate enough to actually contribute to this book in its recent relaunched enhanced edition, where we did exercises and reflective questions for journaling at the end of each chapter. So we kind of wanted to give you a little flavor of what that's like.
Perfect.
All right, so I'm going to read here a section from chapter 7 of Conscious Being. It's called Living on Purpose. In our action-oriented society, people tend to think of their purpose as solely an external activity. When asked, what is your purpose in life? Most people say it is about the roles they play or want to play in the world. Some say they want to be a good mother or a loving and supportive husband. Others say they hope to be successful in their career or to fulfill certain goals and dreams. Rarely does it occur to them to take a step back and connect with their state of being first before concerning themselves with doing. The experiences of my earlier life taught me that if my doing is not fully grounded in my being, then it is like building a house on sand rather than on solid ground. Another way of saying this is that conscious being naturally gives rise to conscious doing. So TJ, what did you mean by that when you wrote that?
Well, it's interesting, as I'm hearing you reading, I was reflecting back at like how much of my life I spent thinking if I could just get that or get there, I would be okay. Mm-hmm. And I just really quickly grabbed onto the idea of doing, and I wasn't spending a lot of time really connecting with the beingness that I am. And so around age 40, I mean there's a much longer version of this, but around age 40, my life kind of began to crumble. And it was this beautiful opportunity for me to really go within and recognize that I wanted to work the rest of my life from a very different place, which was really connected with being, tapping into a deeper vision for my life and living from that place, which naturally gives rise, if you will, to the doingness. So it's really like I was doing it all backwards, and I think in America we really focus on doing much more than being.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of taught in this reality that we're supposed to kind of go to the right schools, get the right job, find the right partner, the 2.5 kids. I mean, I call it the white picket fence formula. I have a lot of people who come to me, I'm a psychologist, and I have a lot of people who come to me, saying, I followed the formula. I did everything I was supposed to do to be happy, but I'm not really happy. Is that what you're speaking to here?
Oh, absolutely. And for me, the people that I really love working with, and I think it's from my own experience, are people that have done that formula, and in some way it's worked, right? In the outer realm it's worked, but there's a deeper yearning. There's this deeper yearning for more connection, more love, more purpose. And purpose is something, again, that's not an outer, it's not a role we play, it's really living in a greater contact with that essential self, knowing that that's who and what we are, and from that place, our doing naturally emerges.
So I wonder if part of this is that when we're trying to fit ourselves into the expectations that we're given by our family and society, this reality, are we cutting ourselves off from that deeper connection? If we're so concerned with being or doing in the world and what am I accomplishing, am I driving the right car, and did I get that promotion and all that, does that mean that we're cutting something off that's deeper within ourselves?
Absolutely. I mean, time and time again we hear people that I worked with a client recently that his father dictated what he was going to do when he got older. You will be a doctor. Mm-hmm. I'm a doctor, my father's a doctor, and this person was like, that did not resonate with his beingness, with his soul, and so he was literally playing a role for his family system and for that structure, and just was completely unsatisfied. Right. So in the outer realm, he looked very successful. Right. Materially, he was very successful, and so he came to me with a deeper yearning for something that felt more on purpose for him.
And more authentic, right? Is what you're saying. Because this is both of us have worked in the world of addiction and in treatment. And what I see a lot, as I'm sure you do too, is that many people, when they have cut themselves off from that deeper sense of being authentic and true to themselves and what it is they'd like to be doing in the world, that there's a lot of pain and suffering created by that.
Absolutely. There's a deep suffering that happens. And what usually happens in our culture is the suffering actually breeds more doing. So that didn't work, so let me get this and let me get that, and there's this chase for something outside of ourselves. And for most of us, there comes a place where we have to surrender to, wow, this isn't working, and I want to try something different.
Yeah, which is often where they find ourselves in our office at that point.
Absolutely.
Well, I love this conversation, and let me share also. So at the end of each chapter, we have a quote that I just read you. We have an affirming statement and a releasing statement, and then we have exercises. So we actually have exercises you can do on your own, with a partner, in a group, and then we have some questions for journaling and further reflection. And I think that's what we're going to leave you with today. I'm just going to give you guys a couple of questions to play with. You can reflect on them, meditate on them, maybe write about them. So number 1, what is the difference between being and doing? Number 3, who is the you beyond your mind and ego? Number 4, what does it mean to have inner purpose? And I like number 10, I'm going to throw this in there too. What is the truth of who and what you are?
Oh, yes. Yeah, so if you want to purchase the book, which I know that you will be able to really use to access a deeper sense of purpose and to live a more fulfilled and loving life, go to tjwoodward.com/buy book. There's also an offer there. You'll see when you go to the site, there's an offer for a free video e-course when you buy the book today. So thank you so much.
Bye.